We are back here on Girl Talk. We've been joined by volunteer Jean Jones. Thank you very much for joining us. Ed Morgan Chaplain, thank you for joining us very much. We're talking about an interesting and very serious subject, but one that is actually very relevant and inspiring. We're talking about a bereavement support group here at Beaufort Memorial Hospital. So we really appreciate you coming in and chatting with us. Talk to us a little bit, if you will, Ed, and I'll start with you, about how this started, the bereavement support group.
Well, as chaplain here, I'm on calls 24/7. And the most of my after-hour calls are in labor and delivery. When there's a stillbirth or a premature that doesn't survive, and Patty, the director of labor and delivery, calls me to come in. And after several of these, I just asked Patty, it's a shame, it just breaks my heart to be here and be with a young mother and a young husband, and their child was born dead, and they're going home tomorrow, and that's it.
Yeah, and there's no support.
We need to reach out.
Why do you all think that a bereavement support group is such an integral part of being a parent of a child who dies?
I think you need to talk. I think you need often to share your feelings, to not hold things in. You're suffering, and you need to talk, and often it's just best to talk to somebody who has already been there, who knows what has helped and what maybe could help you.
I think one of the things that you shared as we were talking a little bit ahead of time is losing a child doesn't necessarily mean that you lose a child at birth.
That's correct.
Talk to us a bit about that.
Well, if you lose a child, period, it can be at any age.
Or stage, yeah.
Or stage.
That's right.
Even for what they call a spontaneous abortion. They had a baby in mind.
That's right.
They've probably got a crib set up. They may have a room painted. So they've lost a child. And then later on in life, we just had one, the parents moved here from the north, and they got word shortly after they got here that a 42-year-old son had had a heart attack and died. So it's still their child. It's still a heartache.
That's right.
And coming and sitting in a group forum like that, doesn't it validate the feelings and the grief that the person's going through?
Well, everybody in our parent support group from the hospital have experienced the loss of a child or more, 2 or 3, as Jean has, and we have at our house, and we have a couple other volunteers that they have. And so we tell the people, you know, we're not rookies at this. We have been there and done that. I know where you are. I know how you feel. And you've lost something that's taken a part of you away, and this is a grief you'll never get over.
That's right.
How do you encourage people to come? What is the process for them to join this bereavement group?
They just need to come.
Yeah.
We've advertised it as we're doing here today with our cards too, and just invite people, let the community know that we're available.
The card that I gave you,
Right.
this goes home with every parent that has lost a child.
Okay.
It's an invitation to come.
Do they need to call? Do they just come? Is there
Just
a length
come.
of time? How does all that work?
It just works. We just want
like that.
It just works. We let them know we're there. They come. They don't have to reserve anything. They don't have to call and let anybody know. Just come. We're there.
And in our last 30 seconds or so, one of the things that you both said was really the goal and the point of having a support group like this is what?
Just to help those that are suffering go on to the next day. Live it one day at a time. Live in the present.
Oh, that's
And you
important.
mentioned you wanted to help them thrive.
That's right. Not just survive, but to thrive, to get on with life.
So you're really bringing hope.
Exactly,
That's right.
exactly. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Girl Talk. Beaufort Memorial Parents Bereavement Support Group meets the first Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. at the hospital. For more information, call Chaplain Ed Morgan at 843-522-7729 or Tiffany Heath, RN, at 843-522-5176 or visit BeaufortMemorial.org.